So this is my work placement video. I was in England in a town called Banbury, an hour from London, and I was at a company called Karcher. They produce advanced cleaning machines, and they're at a quite high price level. However, it's a global company, and they promote through both TV and discount papers. They have 1,000 employees in research and development, as they value high quality and training for their employees very high. And in 1984, the company actually invented the high pressure cleaner, which is one of the most used cleaning tools that there is today. For my tasks, I was mainly in the commercial service department, where they take care of service and repairs for business customers. However, my tasks were mainly to handle data, where I had to manually extract from different systems and put into Excel sheets so that they could analyze and create different statistics in order to try and optimize certain processes, which was quite interesting and a way for them to be more efficient in certain areas. As for the value chain, I was in the HR management when I helped plan education and courses as part of the academy, which is NIST support activities. And then as I also observed quite a lot in service when they had to schedule maintenance and repairs all over England, but also control important matters such as warranty and scheduling the engineers. And that was part of the primary activities, of course. And then for the competitive advantages, for my task specifically, it was mainly about being more effective, and this was time consuming. However, that was the purpose for them to maintain their cost and ensure high quality and good service. In the PESTEL model, I've chosen 3 examples of very important factors. So for the political one, there is Brexit, which creates uncertainty in the economy and for the future for the UK department in Karcher. So this is a threat, of course. There is also the social factor, where reputation is very important for Karcher. In order for them to sell at a very high price level, they also have to keep improving their quality and their service. And of course, if these things are in order, they will also have a good reputation, and therefore this will improve the company's situation. And also the technological factor is important, as the research and development department in the Karcher is incredibly large, but also very expensive. Copycats are of course a big threat to this company, as they will be able to sell at a lower price because they haven't spent all of this capital on developing the machines themselves. For the SWOT, I have chosen one example from each of the categories. So first, for the strengths, they have an extensive and newly developed product range. 90% of their products are 5-year-old or less, which is very attractive to all of their customers. And for their weaknesses, there is a limited stock in all of their departments in all countries except for in Germany, as their headquarters is located in Germany. But it also means that whenever they need spare parts for maintenance and repairs, there is a delay because they have to ship them over from Germany. For the external part, there is opportunities. I would suggest that they could expand with more Karcher stores in the UK specifically, because it's a very large company and they have many issues with scheduling their engineers, because there is such a long way between all of the different jobs. So if they had stores, these stores could take in many of the machines, and therefore the engineers wouldn't have to be sent out every time, everywhere. And for the threats, the UK is geographically very large, and this is quite challenging at times when they have to visit the customers because they need service or maintenance. Especially in the north, it's a problem because the engineers, they have to fly out in order to do a service or something. And then if they need spare parts or something like that, they'll have to go back. And then when the spare parts get there, they'll have to fly out again. So this is very expensive for Karcher. Okay, so for my evaluation, I mostly just got an insight into the English business culture, I would say, and it's very similar to Denmark. They have quite a lot of humor and they understand irony and sarcasm. They also enjoy talking about the royal family and weddings and so forth, but also political matters such as Brexit or the UN. So I found that interesting to hear from their perspective. And as for religion, it's similar to Denmark, with a lot of people being part of a religion but not practicing very much. And then for cultural theory, I saw quite a bit of globalization in general. When it came to restaurants, there were only 2 places in the town that served English food. The rest was, there were Indian, Chinese, Japanese also, all restaurants, but also American fast food, such as, KFC was there. And in the supermarkets, the selection was also quite American. And for the company, there was low power distance, not a lot of hierarchy, and the managers were seated in the same rooms as the employees. And there was this low contact culture, just like in Denmark. And for personal space, they do enjoy more eye contact and less physical distance in between the people that they're communicating with. But all in all, it's the same as in Denmark. For my stay overall, it was very lovely to visit. I liked it very much, and I most certainly would go back there again sometime in the future, I hope.